for quite a while. He was the only Courage winner ever for foreigners and did really well, winning games in Pro League on TV and such. So it's great to see him back in action against such a champion like HayprO. Should be an excellent, excellent match. I can't wait to see it. It will be streamed. Go ahead and check out ghostofcoaching.com for more information. Now, Landcraft Spring 2010 has announced, in cooperation with ESL, a StarCraft 2 beta LAN. Very, very exciting. We have first place 200 euros, second place 80 euros, and third place 40 euros. If you are in Europe, be there or be square. So fun to have some LANs for StarCraft 2 already, even while it's just in the beta. Wow, 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 wow. Congratulations to them. Great job by ESL keeping these tournaments going for the beta. This game is going to be so big when it comes out. Look at how much we have during this beta time. Alright, the MLG, King of the Beta Hill. It's been going on pretty much every week. And Cathon Luck, 4-0's Orb. Not a big surprise in that matchup, but a big surprise, Cathon Luck is now 3 wins in a row. A very strong Terran player from the US server. Look out for him in the HDH Invitational. And as well as the next MLG King of the Hill match. The guy is legit, what can I say? And I wanted to cover the Play XP tournaments from the Asian server on the Weekly News as well. A little bit harder to get the information on them. I'm going to work on that for next week, so I don't really have any updates for it right now. Alright. A ridiculous amount of beta keys are available in contests all over the place. Blizzard is just throwing betas around left and right. TeamLiquid.net has a crazy amount of competitions for people without beta keys, so go ahead, check out the forums there, and odds are you're going to be able to win one. Alright, Jump. Do you know who Jump is? Well, he is the Czech leader of esports, basically. This guy has run so many tournaments over there. He ran the best teams for years and years and years, and a very good player himself, both at StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. Well, he's bringing CDS back. Who are CDS? It is the Czech Demolition Squad. This is one of the most accomplished teams of all time in StarCraft 1. I mean, their stats are off the hook. They've played in every war for years and years and years. Probably the most clan wars played out of any team ever in StarCraft 1. I'm talking any team ever on any server. They did a lot. They really had great results. And being a Czech-only team, that's very surprising, because normally you don't think of any Czech superstars, but very solid players. Jump is bringing with him, as the revival of CDS into their new team, Wonder, Preddy, and Devil. So that's pretty exciting, especially Preddy, a very talented StarCraft 1 player. I'm excited to see what he can do in StarCraft 2 as well, especially considering his very creative Terran style that he's bringing over from the first game. Now, HayprO, someone we've talked about a lot already for his great results. He has joined the Mouse Sports team, which gives them an even huger roster. Yes, huger. And let's go over that roster now. We have HayprO, Moro, Dreven, Mana, Ghosta, Cole, Hasuab, Strelok, HayprO, JF, and some guy named Spell. I think it's a Dota player or something. And that is a huge roster. Almost all of them StarCraft 1 players. I saw Hasuab's as a Warcraft 3, and Spell, I believe, is Dota, but he might be Warcraft 3. I can't quite recall. But anyways, a huge roster for Mouse. Gotta wonder what kind of support they're going to get with that many players, but time will tell. It's a very strong roster, as you can see. In particular, Mana, HayprO, and HayprO have all been doing very well in tournaments on the European server. Now, Fanatic has picked up a couple new players as well. They have picked up KR, the Lithuanian, a very strong player, has great results from StarCraft 1, believe it or not, despite not seeming to ever win WCG Lithuania. And Praetor, the Romanian, who doesn't really have as many results. And they have been interviewed by Fragster.de, so go ahead and check that out if you want. And let's take a look at that roster. It has KR and Praetor, in addition to TT1, the Canadian, who did well in TSL. Phoenix, the winner of the Fanatic Rookie Draft. You have to know who Phoenix is. That guy has won so much stuff. Kawhi Rice, the young American who made it to WCG USA this past year. And Asterix, the brother of Mana, a.k.a. I Funk You. By the way, that's the worst ID I have ever seen. I can't believe this guy wants to be on a professional team and use an ID like that. It is garbage ID. Anyways, he was interviewed at mymym.com, so you can go check that out as well. Fanatic looking like he has a pretty reasonable roster as far as their StarCraft 1 skill goes. Will these guys make it out in StarCraft 2? Not sure yet. We haven't really seen any waves from any of these players, but Quirice is in the HDH. Phoenix, he's probably just pretty legit. He's just a good player, man. Other than that, I don't know. I haven't really seen anything from these guys, so we'll just have to wait and see if the Fnatic's choices in players works out for StarCraft 2. Now, Serious Gaming has also made a StarCraft 2 team. Wow, a lot of teams moving around this week. We have Sonky, the USA War 3 a couple times champion, I believe, as well as BlizzCon attendee. Also Violet and Sushilicious. It's an interesting idea. I kind of like that one. And a Jiu-Jitsu champion named Dabu, who apparently has no prior experience, but it's quite interesting. You'll notice that a lot of top-level RTS gamers really like things like UFC fighting, that type of thing. It actually has a lot in common with RTS, and to understand one, I've heard many times from people who do both, or have done one and tried the other, that a lot of the same thought processes move over to the other sport. So I'm really actually extremely interested to see how this Dabu character does. It says in the news around the internet that so far he's been holding his own against top Europeans. So that in and of itself is very, very impressive. I'm really excited to see if this guy can, make something happen with his skill in StarCraft 2. That would be really exciting for the community. Alright, Day 9 Daily, number 100 is up. And Day 9 basically relives his StarCraft career, including the beginnings of the most famous brothers in StarCraft, Day 9 and Tasteless. A must-see, a very long video. Go ahead and check that out on his live stream. I think it's livestream.com/StriderDoom. A very good speaker and storyteller is Day 9. Also, Husky went ahead and interviewed In Control IRL. No, for reals. He really did. He drove up to wherever In Control lives, up in the forests of Oregon or whatever, and he interviewed him with a camera. Husky, been called many times, Artosis Jr. once again, goes ahead, brings out his camera, does a real interview, and it's pretty good. In Control with his standard good interviews, funny guy. Definitely go check that out. It touches on a lot of stuff, including the HGH Invitation, one of the most exciting events in the StarCraft 2 beta, if not the most exciting. So definitely something you're going to want to check out. Also, StarCraft 2 gets an 18+ mature audiences rating in Korea. And I give that a 101 rating, aka LOL. What the hell is this? Why? Because the Hydras catch on fire when a Colossus shoots them? I don't know. It's absolutely silly. StarCraft 1, you have medics where their head and their limbs all shoot off in blood. But that didn't get that rating. Okay, whatever. Anyways, that pretty much does it. Wow, so much news this week. Anyways, I will be adding in some of the older portions of the show that we've had in the past into the show in future coming weeks. And I hope that you enjoyed it. Any questions, comments, criticism, hit me up on the Twitter, and I will try to, fix those for you. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and play StarCraft 2, watch StarCraft 2, promote StarCraft 2. This is the future of esports.